Hi, I'm Kevin. Nice to see you again. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make some herbed chicken that I will finish off with a butter and vermouth sauce. It's a super fast meal and it is totally delicious. Now, the herbs I'm using came from the pots in my garden. I have about 5 fat leaves of sage, about 5 stems of thyme, a nice big sprig of basil, or basil if you live in London, and some flat leaf parsley, and I'm going to mince the parsley and use it as a garnish. The other herbs do not have to be chopped at all. Let me adjust the camera so we can deal with the chicken. I'm using chicken breasts that came from my local farm store. So these are not gonzo-size breasts from factory chickens that you'd find at the supermarket. These breasts are rather small. And what I'm going to do is slice each breast through the middle. Like so. And I'm wearing gloves so that I can cut off the camera without having to wash my hands first. Here we go. And this way, the breast will cook very quickly and very evenly. And then pat the breasts with a paper towel to dry them, because wet chicken will not sear properly. There, now we can move over to the stove. Alright, I have my skillet set over medium heat, and I'm using a stainless steel skillet, but you could use any skillet you like. And I'm adding about a tablespoon of butter, and to make sure the butter doesn't burn, I'm adding about a tablespoon of olive oil. Just let that butter melt. And then add the herbs. In goes the basil and the thyme and the sage. And I'm going to saute these just for a minute until the herbs release their fragrant oils into the skillet. So I'll come back when these are ready. And I forgot to tell you that you do not have to use the same herbs that I'm using. Feel free to experiment. I think tarragon would be great in here. I think rosemary would be good. Yeah, use whatever herbs you like. Lemon verbena, if you have it, would be nice. Okay, we'll be back. Alright, it's been about a minute and a half, and the herbs have released their perfume into the skillet. So now I'm going to add just a tiny drop of extra olive oil, and then add some salt. Just sprinkle it directly into the skillet. Add some ground pepper as well. And then take the chicken pieces, lay them in, And we're going to let these brown for about 4 minutes on this side, and then I'll flip them over and let them brown for 4 minutes on the other side. So we'll be back. Okay, that was faster than I thought it would be. Going to flip the chicken over. See how it's nicely browned? I'm going to let this cook for about 2 minutes. The chicken is done when it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And we don't want to overcook the chicken. I'm going to cover the pot. See you in a bit. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes total. Let's take the temperature. Yep, we're good. Again, you do not want to overcook the chicken. Otherwise, it will be dry. And now we can transfer the chicken to a platter. And we can discard the herbs because they have given their all. I have one sprig of thyme that doesn't want to come up. There we go. And here's the chicken. Now we have to make a sauce for the chicken. So for this, we're going to add some dry French vermouth. If you don't have vermouth, you could use any dry white wine. And in it goes. Get ready for some steam. It's about, a third of a cup or so. And then we can deglaze the skillet. When you deglaze, you add the liquids, such as the vermouth, and then you stir so you can pick up any stuck-on bits of chicken, because those little bits are loaded with flavor. And I'm going to let this boil for about a minute. Oh, it smells terrific, people. The scent of vermouth when it hits a hot skillet is really something to be experienced. It's a heavenly perfume. Okay, so we're not only deglazing the pan, we are cleaning the pan. So all those stuck-on bits have been lifted. And then, to make the sauce glisten, I'm going to add, you ready for it? Another tablespoon of butter. So now I'm going to do this off heat. And just swirl the butter around until it melts. Do it this way. Yeah, the smell is amazing. And again, really easy to do. Okay, let's move over to the workstation for the next step. Here's the sauce. I'm going to pour it right over the chicken. And then, where'd my parsley go? Here's the parsley. I actually minced it in the food processor. That's the easiest way to mince. Saves the life of your knife. And then garnish each piece generously. And then I'm going to plate this up. and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, what I have for accompaniments is some jasmine rice that I made yesterday and froze, and then heated up with a little bit of water in the microwave. I also microwaved some broccoli. Just steamed it for, about 5 minutes. On it goes. Oh, this is going to be a very nice dinner. And finally, some clean tongs. On goes the chicken. Okay. Here's what the finished dinner looks like. Hang on so we can have a little taste. Here's a piece of the chicken. Very moist. And you can really smell and taste the sage and the thyme and the basil. And of course that sauce, that vermouth and butter sauce, out of this world. Well, we were going to eat this dinner outside in the herb garden, but it's hot as Hades right now. So we're going to eat upstairs in an air-conditioned room, probably in front of the TV. Anyway, I hope you'll give this magnificent meal a try someday. It's so easy to make that you could even make it on a day when you really don't feel like cooking. And I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already, and please tap the little bell icon to receive notifications. And also, please post a comment below because I read all of your comments and I really love hearing from you. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see you very soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.